Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Again, it's Mixon. Taken down at the 42. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's Burrow. Past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's looking good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. And on that one with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, here's Mixon. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon from 17 yards out. And the Bengals continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Burrow will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Inside handoff to Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now it's Burrow. feast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. The round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
He will find his man Chase complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
On one, ready?
Burrow going for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. Now Patterson to start the drive. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On the ready? Blue striker. Set.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into the hands of Bird over the middle.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
They'll look to throw again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ritter's pass completes at Pitts.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll set up a throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
Looking to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, ready? 11 coming.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught, and again, it's Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they tell them to play it straight, do all the right things. These guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here we go.
Second and 11 now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
74 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, he bowls over it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points. They'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Points. What an effort.
And Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one obviously not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Cincinnati, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants.
Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okurebunom.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Come on. Hey. 3.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
18
Now it's Taylor.
The throw for Toney is intercepted.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They run it again with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Taylor.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley pushes him over, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
That's complete to Tony.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney,
30 yards.
And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Get over the extra point, and that'll make them a score of 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's got it
past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Check pass.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Second and 14. Here's Taylor. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Goodell. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Gordon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse them. And Gordon will work his way in for a Denver touchdown. A great play there.
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, check that. Three.
Again, it's Barkley.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this.